Okay, I'm out here and I have all four of the little Blazer engines behind me on the surface plate, and I'm going to fill up the burners and try to get them all running. Well, I don't know if I'll get them all running or just one at a time, but anyway, it's been said that my videos are too long. Well, you don't have to watch them if you don't want to. That's up to you. You can skip. You can surely skip around in them. And but I've been told on a website that they don't really care for them. They'd rather see pictures. Well, I myself find it way easier to just set up the video camera and pretend like you're looking over my shoulder and talk to you and tell you what I'm doing and try to give you a view of what I'm seeing. But to set up a camera and take still pictures, I'm not very good at taking still pictures, and like I say, I find it a little more cumbersome. I find the video cameras are, piece of cake, easy. So that's why I started doing it. So this will probably be the last video last link to a video that I'll post on that website. From now on, I'll just, if you want to see my videos, you can surely go to my YouTube page and you can check them out there. But as far as putting them on the site, I guess I won't do that anymore. I agree, yes, I do get long, but that's, like I say, I set it up and just let it go, But anyway, enough of that. I got 3 cameras. I got my two little cameras set up in on tripods here, on a tripod, and then over here and we're going to take and get this camera over here and kind of get in and that on the computer screen is a model of a horizontal Stirling engine that I modeled up quite some time back, and matter of fact, it's been 7-8 years since I've modeled that up, and I was going to go start in a hoglet, but I'm thinking I might do that first, because that motor, this motor is not a whole lot of work really to it. And I might make 2 or 3 of those. Anyway, I haven't filled these up with alcohol. I should have probably done that ahead of time. So I'm just going to go ahead and I got denatured alcohol in here. I don't spill it. My furnace is kicked in. Hopefully it'll be done by the time I light these. I should probably go I think I will. I'll go turn the thermostat down. Otherwise, it's going to run and I'll have to wait for it to stop. Yeah, I flipped the thermostat down, so like I say, I'm going to fill these up. I put rubber O-ring around on the top so that when I push them in there, it seems to work out pretty nice. A little tight. I could have made the O-ring groove a little bit deeper, but it's this one seems really tight. I did have them all running last night, and I haven't had them running today at all. So they're cold from overnight, and it'll take probably 3 or 4 minutes for them to warm up. If it takes too long, then I'll either hurry it along with that little torch or had that one a little too full. Sprayed out the vent when I pushed the cover in. Alright. Hopefully the fan will shut off. I'm going to start the other video cameras. The other 2 little video cameras here and focus them in on the side, so I might cut away in the video from that camera to these during the video, depending on what the quality and what it looks like. and I'm going to get several different angles of this. Try to anyway. And like I say, if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, fine. I don't, you know, I'm only doing it for people that want to watch it and be entertained or see how it's done or see how I do it anyway. All right. Oop, sorry, I kicked the stand here. All right, here we go. We'll light these all out. And we'll get them up close to the, what happens is you start to warm these up and they start to get moisture on them around the port, and they won't start when there's moisture around the port. Oh, I see I don't have it underneath. I thought I had it underneath my, I was going to say I don't have that down, but so we'll just have to sit here and wait. I can take and preheat it a little bit too, I guess. Kind of help it along. And I'm going to turn this around here. Yeah, she's still, you can hear them pop a little bit when they're too cold. I'll let it sit there and warm up some more. How about this one? A couple of these are not running as well as the other two. So you can see that now that you hear that loud pop, that moisture around that, it's sealing it up completely. So you got to warm it up to get the moisture to stop forming around the port. Oops. Getting close. Well, we got one running. Oh, we had one running. You got it. Plus, the position of the flame determines the speed a lot too. Yeah, I might need to put. If it starts acting like it doesn't want to run, you need to put a little graphite in them. And let that sit there and warm up some more. Let's switch you with the one on the end here. Yeah. It's cold. It's cold. Wasn't really all that cold today. It was, when I got up, it was like 14 degrees, I think. Come on. It's not that cold. Well, naturally I got the camera going and now I'm finding difficulty at getting them to run. And I don't have a breeze blowing here, because a lot of, if a breeze blows on them, yeah, then they don't want to run then. Well, gonna warm it up a little more. I think I'm going to get the graphite out. I'm going to get the graphite out and put a little in there. I've got a tube of graphite here, graphite powder. When you're machining your graphite, save the powder. It comes in handy. You can, because it basically will lube the cylinder a little bit. I'll just tap and put a few kernels of that in there. and then work it in. All right, see. You can tell when it finally gets worked in, it'll start spinning again. Oop. The only oil I use too is just on I use some silicone on the crank and a little slide, but not up on the cylinder, close to the cylinder. You don't want to get this inside the cylinder at all, because it'll gum it right up. Well, it wants to, but all right, we'll go back to you. We'll let that one sit there and heat up a little more. Ooh, oh no, don't want to do that. Don't forget to cover your graphite, or close your graphite bottle back up. Cover back on that before I spill any more. It makes a mess, it really does. I may cut this all out of the video. It's discouraging here. That's one thing about, although I've had a couple of them, of vacuum flame liquor engines, vacuum engines, atmosphere engine, whatever you want to call it. I built the bigger one with the bigger flywheel that was in one of my magazines. That one, it fires up, and that one I gave to my father-in-law. I haven't found the spot yet. Oh, might have found a spot on that one. Alright, well, 1 out of 4. That's not so good though. They ain't running at full speed yet either. Usually when they take off, they really go. Plenty hot, I don't know why. Maybe it's already gotten too cold, or too hot. Because they will only run up to a certain temperature too. You'll have to believe me, but they all do run. Just not in front of a camera, I guess.
along there, just putting away. Like I said, I was gonna try to get them all to run, but there's no guarantees that I'll get them all running at the same time. I'm working some more graphite in the cylinder, this one. Sometimes that'll help. I might have my springs a little strong too, I don't know. Did I put any oil on this one? I don't know if I did or not. I'm going to give this one a drop of oil on the crank and the little slide in there, and the two bearings. What I should have done was put bearings in those. And I just may do that yet for the one, especially if I'm going to sell one, and I want to make sure it runs. Not running wide open yet, but oh, it is now. Well, I got two out of 4. I think the flame went on that one. Yeah, the flame went on this one. Oh, I blew it. I think I blew that one out. That was reliable anyway, once it gets going. Well, anyway, they do run. I'll have to tinker around with them some more. I might change the spring tensions a little bit. Try to loosen up the springs a little bit more. That one there is a goer. And I'm going to pull the wick up. Maybe it just needs a little bit bigger frame. I doubt it, but this one hasn't even tried. It's almost like my slide got bumped, my valve got bumped, or yeah, I think that is what's going on here. If you look at the slide, it's not setting square. I wonder if I bumped that. You can hear it. It's not making the famous whoop 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 sound. Yeah, I'm going to have to work on my slides. Oh, I just dropped one. Let's see where it went. they only fit in a groove, and the spring pressure is what holds them. So apparently this one, the spring, is not quite. Plus it does look like it's boogered up a little bit. I have some 1200 grit, I don't know what this is. I think that's what it is, 1200 grit wet dry paper. If I could get them all to run like that one, there is just I'll have to do more work on these slide valves, I think. Oh, there we go. Now it's whistling. Still not like the rest of them. Oops. A little hot, maybe. Now we're finally quitting. Well, anyway, I'm going to continue to mess around with them and try to get them all to run like that one did. And when I finally get satisfied with them, or either satisfied or bored, I think I'm going to start on this here. Like I say, there's not a whole lot of parts to it. The hardest part would be, for me, the hardest part is going to be probably I'm not sure. Be a toss-up between the little displacer in the inside here. They're thin wall, those displacers. All the last Sterlings I had pretty good luck. I put it over a man roll and had no problem turning it down to I think 20 or 25 thou wall thickness, pretty thin. And it worked really well. So I wonder if this one's just running out of fuel. Once you get one running, you gotta play with it. That's the way they're supposed to start. But just by moving the plane slightly, I built that, I'm trying to remember the guy's name on the internet that offers all his plans for free with the internal slide valve on each end. That motor, I did have some difficulty getting that one to run. These here though, they actually ran pretty decent last night. I'm kind of shocked and surprised that they're not running that well today. That's the only reason I decided, well, I'll make a video tomorrow. You know, I got two of them to run out of the 4 and the other two, and this one here is
This would be probably the one that I'd have to put up for sale. I don't want to put one up for sale that's not going to run real well. Must be getting warm. Ah, they're getting warm. I'm getting. Oh yeah, see, it's running out of fuel here. And the wicks are nothing more than what I use for wick material. Clothesline is cotton clothesline rope, and I've used that on my other engines that I have, the little Tappet engine, and it seems to work good. I mean, when it runs out of fuel, naturally it starts to burn the wick material. But okay, so anyway, I think that's going to be it. Like I say, if maybe I'll post on the link where the engines were running or whatever, so you can just skip to it. You don't have, if you don't want to watch it, then so be it. Anyway, like I say, taking still pictures. I take them every now and then, and I'm not satisfied with the quality of the picture at all. So maybe I need to buy a new camera. That's an idea. No, I have what I take still pictures with. Maybe it is, but it's always taken really good outdoor pictures, and that's just that, you know. So anyway, that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.
Gonna quick warm this one up. There we go! All four! Yay! We're all four running now. I adjusted the end play on this one. Runs good now. So they're all running. Cool! They'll run until they get hot now, until they get too hot. Just dancing off of the surface plate here. Ta-da! Cool, I feel better. Had them all running at one time, at the same time. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to clean them all up really good. And like I said, I'm going to pick the one that runs the best. And I'll probably drop a note on the message boards that it's for sale on eBay. I will take a video of it, of me running it from cold to start and to run and have it running, and then I will take and box that one up, and that will be the one that I'm going to I don't know if anybody's interested in it or not. I don't know if it'll make any money or not. I was making this motor, so I figured, what the heck, I'll make 4 of them and sell a couple. Well, I'm going to sell one to start with and see what it goes for. And the money, I'm not taking the money. The money is going to go into, it's going to get donated right to my local Humane Society here. We have 2 different societies in town, and the one actually could use some cash. You know, they have a hard time keeping the heat on and getting animals adopted out, and they could use every bit of help that they could muster up. So I figured this is a good way to try, and if I do make some money with this one, then I'll take and I'll put another one up for sale. I'll sell 2 of them. I'm going to hang on to 2 of them, but 2 of them I'm thinking about selling. And when I make the Sterling engine, I may do the same thing, may make 2 or 3 of them, and then do the same thing, try to, offer it for sale. Whether, like I say, whether they sell or not, I don't know.
I have no clue. I don't know how many people out there really want to buy one. Rather, I know I wouldn't. I'd rather make it myself if I haven't made it. Then, but there are people out there that, they like to have one, but don't have the capabilities or the machines or anything to make them with, through no fault of their own. I mean, they may be talented individuals that just don't have the funds to do this, Anyway, I'm getting closer and closer to retirement too. I think I figured it out. It's 25 working days left for me to go, and I have all my pensions and everything all figured out. I'm not going to draw Social Security for another 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. So I'll be 4 years before Social Security. But I've kind of had my fill of the place that I'm working at. It used to be a fun place to work, but it is no longer. It's like, I'm sure it's like all corporations everywhere. So much red tape and just goofy rules that it took all the fun out of being there. I used to love working out there, well, especially when we were working on military stuff. And some of the things I'm not supposed to talk about, but, that's been many years past. Like the forward swept wing X-29, I laid fiberglass for the upright tail in the back with the rudder. So, and there's 2 of them in existence. One of them is in the Smithsonian, and the other one NASA has. So, I'm pretty proud of that. I mean, that's something that a lot of people can't say that. But we worked on a lot of military stuff. I got posters over here. I don't know if you can see, but the F-18, F-16, F-15, and the F-14 over there. I used to have a poster around here with my. It's up in the cabinet up there, in my with my motors up there. It's in the back of that cabinet. There's a poster of the forward swept wing plane that we've built. Out there we built the upright and what they call the canards. The canards are up, they're close to the cockpit. That's what controls the pitch of the plane. We made those out there also. Made a lot of parts for the cruise missile, tow Cobra missile launchers, bomb launchers. We no longer do that. All we do now is we do cargo systems, and which is fine, but it's not as fun as it used to be. So anyway, enough yakking. Catch you later. Thanks for watching.